Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. You're listening to Tamika and Beasley.
Hey,
What's up, Tamika?
Hey, Beasley. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Hot.
Tell me about it, y'all. It's so hot out here.
Y'all, it's only like 80 something degrees outside, and I used to be overweight, but I have never been so out of breath as much as I've been today.
That heat will take your breath away.
As soon as I stepped outside, like I went to the gym, it was humidity in the gym, there's no air conditioning, hot.
Don't you hate that? I hate that because I feel like when you walk in, you just like, is
You're
the air
done.
not on? Like what? I pay for air. Why is I have the fans going doing something? Because yeah, it makes your workout even longer. I feel like
My workouts are already brutal at that gym, so that no air conditioning makes it even hotter. I stepped outside today, this morning, hot. I went to go to the agency. I went to go pick up a check.
Oh,
they had no.
yes, for the check.
I got paid, but hot.
Yes.
They had no air conditioning in there. They
said why not?
They had no air conditioning running.
Why?
They were all just sitting there, all wearing long sleeves and jackets, and just like
Baby. I would have asked.
like it was nothing. I'm
been
just like
what y'all doing up in here?
I asked Jasmine, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And she was just like, oh, we just don't have air today. And I was like,
Oh, that's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had my checks. I'm waiting on some checks myself.
I got 2 more coming. You gotta be pleased.
Knowing that they're coming is nice, but knowing that they're on their way is even better. Like, can I please let this hit my account like yesterday? Because
Yeah, like can it come before the 1st?
Yeah,
Like can we do that?
can we not do net 30 anymore? I don't want to wait. I'm tired of waiting.
Net 30? It's more like net 70.
Like no, net 90. Like keep it a buck.
Oh my god, but how you been though?
I've been good. Just auditioning. I did that Spectrum cable commercial up in Austin.
How was it?
It was dope. Gosh, I mean, I was heading home. I got up there. Well, first off, let me back up. I had an adventurous morning that morning. I messed up my
Tell us about
phone and could not work it.
Is this a new one?
Yes, but somehow in my older age, I tend to do something. You know, I was holding it and somehow disabled where I could use it. And I was having to use Siri to call my boyfriend who's in Atlanta, bless his heart. It sent out an SOS to people on my phone. I had a girl from high school and talked to since high school, sent an SOS out to her. Good.
Speaking of phones.
Right. Called 911. I'm telling them I don't need your help right now, which I do need help, but I drove to my daughter and she was able to fix it for me. Head to Austin.
Gen Alpha.
Thank God for the children. So, you know, they help their mother out. But I get to Austin, and I guess I got there like around 7. And I was back home on the road by 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was a nice little pay gig. So,
How long was the shoot?
oh gosh, we were out by 1:30. We had lunch, and then I got back on the road.
Oh, nice and easy.
Listen, no complaints here. I was home at 4:30. I think I made home like on 4:30. Yeah, so it was. I was thanking my lucky stars because you know when we have a hard out, when you have a time period, but they say this is when we're cutting it off.
Cut it off.
Say less.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, since we're talking about recent gigs,
Yes.
my last gig was at San Antonio for Paul Mitchell. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's not picked out, but they gave me like the Gumby cut.
old school. Yeah.
The slanted cut. It was fun. It was a 2-day affair out in San Antonio. My first time being there in probably like 4 or 5, probably 6 years maybe.
Okay.
Like whenever my friend Dominique lived out there, that was the last time I was there. Probably like 2019, 2018, somewhere in that ballpark. But, you know, it was fun. You know, we got there. We were literally the hair models. It was 5 of us, 5 guys. And the first day, me and 2 other guys got our hair cut because it would have took too long for the next day. Because the next day was when they were like actually on like the main stage.
Gotcha.
And it was for sports clips.
Okay. And I've done the background for sports clips. Look at that.
Look at you.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
getting the sport clip checks. I know
It's
that's
crazy. We got hired for sports clips, but yet sport clips doesn't really cater to
us.
yeah. But it was a great shoot. Fun fact, my best friend actually is a manager for Sports Clips, and she was there.
Look at that. Small world.
I did not see that coming. And she was,
Okay.
because we share each other's location, and she
Yeah.
was like,
Are you
Beasley,
Wait a minute.
where you at?
You just never know who you're going to bump into.
She ran up on me at the booth.
I would have ran up on you too.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, it was welcome, but it was like a 2-day shoot. The only negative I will say is San Antonio, like I said, us,
it's different.
there wasn't a lot of us out there. Like, outside of gigs, I will never go to San Antonio.
You know, it's funny, my niece lives there. She moved there.
How is she doing it?
She went to North Carolina, came to Houston, and then went to San Antonio and said she wanted to move back to San Antonio. That was where she wanted to be, and she's been there ever since. Like,
she likes it?
she doesn't want to come back to Houston, and I feel like Houston and San Antonio, like, I've never heard anybody pick San
She likes
Antonio
the
over
Chicanos.
Houston. No, she got one. So listen, I mean, the tweets are on, but I visited San Antonio, and I've never really been a San Antonio girl or have San Antonio friends. Like, I've never.
The only time I liked San Antonio was as a kid going to SeaWorld and Six Flags, but outside of that,
That's a wrap.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, because I love the La Raza. I love Hispanics,
Yes,
but
of course.
sometimes they don't really love us.
Listen, hey, it all depends, right?
Yeah, I went out to a bar. I can tell you that was the most invisible I felt since I was like in middle school. Yes. I'm talking like nobody even said excuse me to me. Just sitting there, just drinking my old fashioned, and I was like, let me walk my ass back to my hotel.
Right. Yeah, it gives a different vibe. I feel like Houston gives off a more friendly, warm vibe. Like, I go places and people will spark up conversation, and you'll find out you know a bunch of people that they know, and you know, like,
it's a true melting pot.
It really is. Mm-hmm. It really is. You can mesh easier, I feel, here than you can in San Antonio.
Man, my friend actually joked. She's like, there was like an underground railroad from Mexico to San Antonio. Like, what did you expect? And I'm just like,
well, there's that. Gotta reside somewhere. Mm-hmm. Listen, there's a little Mexico everywhere.
I love you, my Latinos. Though. I love y'all dearly.
Listen, right here. I've never had no like crazy run-ins, so for me, it's all gravy, baby. But I also know that the stigma does for some families. They don't want you mixing. They don't want you commingling
at all. No black.
Yeah. So listen, I don't know. With black, you make everything's pretty. With black,
say that again.
I'm just trying to tell you, like. We put the razzle in the dazzle. So.
A little bit of sauce, a little sprinkle, just a dash. Are you currently auditioning or have booked anything?
I have done some auditions. I even got reached out by Uber. I did an Uber audition like a year ago, and I got kind of far, but I never was picked. But so they reached back out to me, and they're like, "Since you've auditioned before," and they didn't even go through my agent. They did straight to me. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. So I did that the other day, which I was. You know, I sit and thought a lot, like, what do I need to be doing? Like, what can I do to push this career forward? You know, what can I do to be, and getting in front of the camera can be a lot on your own and not on set. So, you know, us doing this, you know, I got to start doing lives or whatever. I just want to find that niche that helps push us further into this acting.
Absolutely. Now with me, I'm not auditioning right now, mainly because I start a job next week.
Are you ready for that?
I am.
Okay.
I am actually. You know, going back to Mac. You know, getting back into part-time.
Part-time. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually fine. Yeah, I'm actually fine with it being part-time. I don't know if I can do full-time, honestly.
Listen, that's because if you know that's your thing, for like your main thing, then that's different, right?
Yes, but I did book a side quest, and I don't know if I could talk about it fully yet, but it's just like a nice industry party hosted by Nike. So
that's what's up. I'm happy.
I'm actually really excited about it. We did like the whole entire Zoom call about what we're gonna do and what needs to be done and where we're gonna meet at.
Yeah. And how'd you get that?
Mainly because when I did that Megan Thee Stallion job, I was actually put on the booking platform for that. And they just feed you jobs, and I went ahead and applied to it, and you just gotta wait and see if they pick you. And you gotta kind of like audition and interview a little bit, and they picked me. So
that's awesome. Listen, Every job makes a difference. Every paycheck makes a difference.
Yes, it does. And y'all hear about the side quest next week.
Yes, I can't wait. Put me on the side quest.
Okay. All right, so now we're doing our mini get to know us segment, but you know, we like to ramble on because when the conversation gets going, it gets going.
That's what we do.
So we want to talk about 5 things each, 5 trends that we wish would end. Do you want to go first, or?
You should go first.
Oh, okay. So I wrote, for one, the Killmonger haircut. Now, if you guys don't know what the Killmonger haircut is, Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan's character was Killmonger. He made it very trendy to have like this shaved head with dreads that kind of swoop to the side. Now, a lot of people have told me, because my hair is already kind of set up that way, they're like, you should do that. You should do that. And I'm just, no.
Yeah, I know.
Because a lot of people are either rocking it or you see it as the default hairstyle for black video game characters. Like that is the go-to hairstyle for black men in video games now. And I'm sick to hell with seeing that damn haircut.
So it's time for it to go.
And speaking of haircuts, my next trend is men cutting off their locks, their dreadlocks. A lot of people don't like the word dreadlocks, so I'm just going to say their locks. It kind of gives like, yeah, we're going back to like the 90s and 2000s with the deep waves and all that. But people don't know that hair, especially like for black men, like I feel like it's a gem for black men to embrace having like longer hair. And I just feel like, I don't want to say anti-blackness at display coming.
Really?
I don't want to say anti-black, but
maybe that's too because you're in your 30s. I'm in my 40s. See, growing up, that was like if you look at the 90s Women Fine videos on 90s Men Fine, Morris Chestnut back in his day, like, you know.
bald.
Not bald. When he had hair too, though. But bald is still fine. He's still fine. But I'm just saying, like, that was a thing. Like,
did have hair.
A low cut, like, the waves popping, like, that was our... That was when you, like, baby, he looked good. You see, that's why I think hair, too, made a big difference back then, too. But that was, like, the good hair stigma. Like, oh, you got that good hair. Like, look at you, got the waves. You know, but it was just something about that turn on of somebody actually taking care of themselves. Because nowadays, it's more apt to people that look like they just have the hair, especially with dreads. Sometimes it can look, if they're
A little
unkept.
free.
I'm just gonna give it a bean, because some of them you walk up and you're like, well, looks like stuff's in the back of that. Looks like, and I'm a hairstylist. I've been a hairstylist over 20-something years, so the first thing I look at is hair. Hair and teeth are my jam.
Yeah, you gotta have good teeth.
Yeah, so I don't want to.
We're missing a lot of side tooths out here, baby.
Let me not, because God don't strike me. But sorry, I cut you off. You were going with the
But
trend.
no, I just, you know, the first person I saw do it was DDG, which we're gonna get into a little bit later.
Oh, Lord.
And then at the Met Gala, I saw Future do it, which
I'm not a fan. I feel like some people need it. Yeah, I feel
he
like
needed it.
Yeah, I feel like
that was
that's
his
an identity.
brand.
Yes, that's how you kind of that was the sauce. That was the sauce.
And then like even like people like, for example, on the wall, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes.
Like what would she be without her locks? You know?
Yes, and she does. I mean, she phenomenal looks with the locks, like the shave on the sides. She makes them look like.
And that was Salt and Pepper.
Yes. And no matter what, salt, pepper, all black, whatever, short, long, like Whoopi knows how to make her stuff look like you would want to go and copycat that. Like she does. She gives that like, this is it. Like
Yeah. I you know.
Yeah, it wasn't convincing. But
I will say, if it's a part of your brand, I don't see why get rid of it.
True.
But at the same time, like I don't know, like this move away from it. Now, maybe I'm salty because I can never get waves no matter how hard I tried. And I just embrace my hair, like, growing a little bit longer because my haircuts will only last probably like a week, honestly. But, and then my older brother, he was able to get waves. But he can't grow his hair as long as me and my little brother, so
gotcha.
Catch that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's a weird shift going on.
Yeah.
And I can't put my finger on it right now, but I just feel like it's gonna make sense to me later.
Like cutting your hair definitely gives you like a different outlook on life.
It does.
That old energy's released and you welcome a new energy.
Yeah, it does. Because when I cut my hair a few years ago, when I had a bald fade, that's the most attention I ever got. Even my mom, my granny, like all these men started talking to me, and I'm just like,
Well.
huh.
Something about it. I'm telling you, this short hair brings in short, tall, big and small, all. Like, they're having no hair. Like when I see women, like, we get talking about trends, but mine is the baby hair. And the wig, where the baby hair is like down to the eyebrows, I'll be like, well, but
the Erica Banks.
ooh. Them things, I mean,
They were like angel wings.
it's too much.
Like on the.
It takes away from your whole face.
It does.
It just takes away from your whole face. So I feel like that if I can pull.
And she had like a beautiful baby doll face, but that's what you focus on. You focus on the curtains.
I feel like when you're doing all of that, you're hiding behind your true self. So
Yeah.
definitely, like if you can pull off the short, or if you can pull off one where you don't have to do too much, because I feel like you don't want to put a representative out there.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like that is.
And I may sound like a hypocrite because I do plan to cut my hair at some point, probably like in the next 5 or 6 months, but still.
Okay.
I just think it's a trend that's starting, and I'm just like, why are y'all starting this?
You never know.
My next trend that I want to get rid of is people only wearing baggy clothes. Now, I feel like that baggy clothes aesthetic kind of started in like 2020. Everybody was just laying around the house, getting wider, and and in order to hide the wideness, everybody just started wearing baggy fits, or like skinny people started wearing it to hide the fact that they don't have like a physique, like skinny men, for example. Now, granted, some pieces are dope. Like sometimes like the box shirts look dope, especially like a lot of bodybuilders wear like the boxy shirts.
Right.
And a lot of men I've seen, especially rappers, are wearing like the big wide-legged cargo pants, which on some look dope, but on others it looks like nope. I just think people use it as an excuse not to like get in shape or show off their shape.
I mean, I piggyback off of that. I feel like it's hard to like sometimes tap into your style. Sometimes people are just so busy on trend that they don't know how to dress for
themselves, their body.
Right. So I feel like even when like people do certain haircuts, and you're like, well, that's not that. Everybody can't pull a Halle Berry. Everybody can't pull
Halle Berry.
Everybody can't pull a Halle Berry and a knee alone. But if you can't do it, or let me not say you can't do it, because some people do it and you're just like, well, it's there now. You're here now, and embrace it and still be your best self. But sometimes you want to say that doesn't really fit your face, or it doesn't really fit your body. So you don't know how to say that in the nicest way. That's why you have to have friends.
And I learned the hard way, because even when I would wear like baggy clothes, it would make me look bigger than what I am.
Right.
So
when you're in front of the camera, you ain't trying to be bigger. You're trying to be smaller.
I learned that the hard way when I first went to the Neil Hammer auditions. Like it was just like a little info session, and I was wearing like this big outfit, and Gloria was like, "Oh, so like where are your kids? Like who are you here for?"
Not the kids, honey. She said you look like Papa.
I was like, "Oh shit! I never wore baggy clothes again."
Sorry, girls my age. Hold on.
My last trend that I want to eliminate is the lack of accountability. I don't know what happened. Again, I blame 2020. I blame everything on 2020.
Okay.
But it just feels like nobody wants to take any accountability or responsibilities for their actions, or like how they made other people feel. Like nobody, if somebody fucks up, like it's okay to say, okay, my bad, I fucked up. But nobody wants to say my bad anymore. And that really bothers me.
It's a character flaw.
Yeah. But it seems like almost everybody has it now.
And a lot of people do. I feel like that social media kind of helps make that more. People don't see the worst themselves. They see that there's somebody else that's doing worse than what they are. So it's almost like that constant comparison of like, I'm not that bad. So like,
You know what's a good example? Jocelyn Hernandez. Because she is somebody that is constantly rewarded
for bad
for
behavior.
shitty booty ass behavior.
Yeah.
And therefore people see that, oh, she gets away with it, well, I can do that too.
Yeah.
And therefore everybody, it's created a sea of everybody that has like groupthink, because a lot of people have groupthink these days.
They do.
They think that they can move like Jocelyn Hernandez or Kanye West.
Yeah, very reckless. And I feel like that becomes a thing, like, well, if you get rewarded for bad behavior, if I get a TV show for doing the worst.
With multiple seasons.
Right. And make buku money, then why am I over here doing what's right and hold myself accountable and putting the mirror up and seeing where I can be a better person?
Like, why have morals? Why have morals when I can have money?
Right.
Oh,
Morals
bars.
over, right? Money over morals, honey. You better get in the studio and drop some beats.
No, I'm gonna be a little ghostwriter one day.
I know that's called Candy.
Alrighty.
But, I don't know if I have 5, but I do have some. So mine definitely are the wig with the baby hairs. I need that to go. I yes, please and thank you. Like, because when them edges are free, they're in the free and clear, them edges are not existing. And they're looking very scarce. And I hate that, because as a hairstylist, you want healthy hair for your clients. And when you see these women that are in the industry and they're not taking care of their hair, or they're not really embracing their hair, because they're too busy trying to wear.
But do they have hair to embrace?
Everybody has hair to embrace. Everybody does.
I'm just being messy.
Because, like growing up, what we considered, when people say, oh, you got that nappy hair. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't care how nappy or how good it is, it still has to be done. It still has to be tended to, it still has to be nourished, moisturized, all of the things. No matter the little bit of hair I have, if I don't take care of it, it looks a hot mess. It just really does. Like, so I feel like women just need to really look at the fact that they do have a beauty there and just really embrace what God already gave you. Not saying you can't be versatile and do different things, but the baby hair has to go.
I think my light bulb just went out.
What?
Went on, actually. Because I think it just speaks to how stimulation really did a number on us. Because the fact that a lot of women had to, for the longest, wear like the long weave, and also back in the day, perm the hair. I don't know if people still perm their hair.
Oh,
but,
yes, they do.
Oh, really?
Creamy crack is very relevant to this day. Like, people just don't do it as often. And sometimes people just do their edges or stuff like that. Like, but it's really hard to get away from when you have that when you have a chemical that keeps it straight. When you're dealing with Houston heat and humidity, there's no such thing as a hairstyle anymore. Like, you go outside, and that's why another reason I have my hair short, because it's like you do all this work to make it look good, and you have a natural curl pattern, but you're trying to make it straight and flowy and beautiful, and you walk out and you dripping sweat. What do you think the hair about to do? Go right back to its natural state. So, it's hard. It's definitely hard.
But it just speaks to the lack of us trying to assimilate all the time, to where we neglect who we really are
100%.
Versus neglecting our hair.
Yes.
And it kind of feels like, back to the dreadlocks thing, that the natural hair movement is kind of moving out slowly, in my opinion, from what I can see.
Right.
Now, it hasn't happened yet, but I can kind of see into the future a little bit. No, that's so Raven. But I will say, I just feel like the reason why women have the bad edges and have to overcompensate with the baby hairs due to the lack of edges is because they did not take care of their hair, because they were too busy trying to fit in.
True.
Like, I don't know if I made sense, but I feel like that.
I feel like a lot of it starts with you start off on the very meager part. It's like season 1 in your life. So you're getting the cheaper wigs, you're getting the cheaper glue, you're just doing things for the meantime, between time, because you're trying to build up, and then you get to season 6, season 7, you got the, you're doing real big things with the expensive wigs and expensive hair, and now you're getting installed, but you've already been creating years of damage just trying to, like, pretend, get in when you fit in, and like, you're not there yet, and that's cool. But if you can't afford to do it right, don't do it at all. That's me coming from a hairstylist, because sometimes them edges, them hair follicles die off and they don't come back. Another trend I want to talk about is the skirts, with the bubble skirts or the short skirts where your ass is out, completely out.
I was talking about this earlier this week. The micro skirts.
Yes.
Let's talk about the micro skirts.
Yes. Listen, I'm all for you, like, expressing yourself with your clothing, but when you can leave a snail trail on a seat,
What's a snail trail?
Hoochie juices.
Oh.
That because you have no protection really in between what
She
you got
said
going
a
on.
snail trail.
If you have not paid attention when a girl gets up, she has little bitty shorts or skirts on, and then watch but see what's behind.
I've never heard that
Seen with
term.
my own eyes. It'll make you be careful where you put where you sit these cheeks down next, and if you're in shorts, like it's just like, does it have to be out like that? Do we have to be? Here's a good person, Britt Edie on the Housewives, where she talks about like being.
Oh, that hurt the cheek and cringe.
But in every episode, she is basically naked, ass out, titties out. But you want to be.
Really? I haven't really been watching the season. Is she really?
Yes.
Didn't she like lift her leg up in a car or
Yes.
something? Oh, okay.
Doing the most.
Snail trail.
What do you think about her husband? Okay, because
You doing the bending.
they're not Brit bending. I'm just saying, I was like, me and my boyfriend were looking at that when he first came on. We were like, we clocked it. We was like, I see.
Listen,
something.
the second I was like,
I was like, I gotta ask my friend Beasley because he gonna know. See, honey, I'll be asking him like, wait, do you see this? Is there something I need to know? Because baby,
listen, am I right or am I right?
hello. So I feel like those two trends definitely need to go. And one more, the long toenails. Have you really paid attention to that? Like, is
that a
the
trend?
fake toenail thing used to be big when I was younger because I used to really have a feet complex.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about body dysmorphia. I don't feel like no matter what size you are, you have that. I still to this day, there's certain things I pick apart. My boyfriend's like, what are you talking about? You're the only one that sees a problem with that. But the toenail thing, I feel like people they're going back to that. And
Putting the fake nail on
the fake nail on the toes. Not only fake, but there's the press-on game is hard even with the feet. And I feel like your toenails don't need to be long.
No.
I don't know how you feel about that, but I feel like when I look down and your toenails are looking like fingernails.
I'm out of touch because I haven't seen women getting that.
Look down more often.
Oh yeah,
And
you're
really
right.
pay attention because they're thick. Not like because like your regular fingernails toenails are not very thick, so you have to put acrylic on top of that. I've had my toenail kicked with acrylic on it. Let me tell you something. It'll make you talk to Jesus and all his 12 disciples. Don't do it, ladies. Like, your toenails are really thin as it is, and they don't need to be hanging over your shoe.
It is so 2000s.
Been there, done that. Don't go back, y'all. Like, it's just asking for a podiatrist in your life. Like, you don't need that. Look at toenails. Just be in your own shoe size, because you don't have to size up to have
A half an inch.
to have them press on.
Since we're talking about trends and beauty and hair, on set, there can be a lot of people that are not like us doing the beauty and hair.
Yes.
Now, for me, I don't have to worry about hair. This past gig with Paul Mitchell was the first time I've had my hair done on set, and it was by a white person, a white guy.
How'd you feel?
I was a little nervous. Half of me was like, this is a professional, like, barber, hairstylist. He's working with Paul Mitchell,
Right.
which is like the big dick daddy of hair.
Right.
So I was kind of cool, but the other half of me was like, is he going to fuck up my edge up? And he did a good job. First day, it looked great. Second day, he had to touch it up in the morning for the show, like fluff it out and all that, and he kind of like slanted it a little bit more. But then he was like, I'm gonna take your edge up a little bit more, and I was like, what?
You feel you can't say no when you're on set.
And I was just like,
oh no.
okay.
Something you wouldn't normally do.
It didn't look bad, but I felt like my lineup looked better the day before. And even now, you can kind of see it's still kind of like growing in, so it's just like...
Okay, took all that off.
So it's just like... things you have to worry about.
Your normal barber is black or white?
Well, actually, I have two barbers.
Okay.
I have a black woman, Leslie, I love you, dope. And then I have a Hispanic guy, David. I love you. Absolutely dope.
Yes.
So those two, they get me right every single time. I can literally go sit in their chair and fall asleep and wake up beautiful, skin just glowing and glistening.
Now, would you pick a white barber if you thought they were good outside of?
I would. I wouldn't rule it out.
Politically correctness. I was trying to come
No, I wouldn't rule it out, but I would have to see their passport.
That pregnant pause. That was crazy, y'all.
I would have to see their past portfolio because there are white people out there.
He needs references. Don't come up in here. Yeah.
And I would give them a chance, but one thing about me, you fuck me up, that's it. you get, everybody gets one.
I'm the same way. Look, one time I had my hair cut by a white guy, and I wanted to say it was like visible change or something. I just moved to like
visible changes.
Wait, pause. No, it might. I can't think it might have been visible changes. I can't remember. It was in the mall though. No, it wasn't visible changes. It was another place that was in the mall, but it was in Fort Worth area, and I was desperate. I wanted my hair short. I had some like bad perm, all that jazz. I wanted to start over. When he went in there, I went in there. He cut my hair. I could tell he didn't know what he was doing, but he was very sure before I sat in the chair. I left with my hat on. I paid. Now, I should have said no, but you know, when you're younger, sometimes it's just like, it's better just for me to keep peace because I was so upset. But yeah, I feel like.
And then it was in Dallas, so.
Yeah.
Like,
listen, I feel like somebody doesn't understand hair textures, and white people are more prone to knowing their people and what they have. They're not, a lot of them don't dip into other cultures, you know, so you don't really know what you're going to get when you get a hairdresser. And so when you get on set, luckily for me, I don't know about for you since your hair's short too, they don't have to do anything because I show up my hair ready. I will let the hair on set lady know, you don't have to touch this, it's all good. I got my hair products in my bag, and I bring my makeup as well, because the makeup artist, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what you're doing.
Let's get into the makeup. Because, you know, I do makeup, and most of the time sometimes it's not on the sheet if they're going to be providing hair or makeup or not. So you kind of just want to go, you know, like ready, sitting on ready.
Yes.
So normally I will like do like my little foundation, concealer, and I do fill in my eyebrows. Even though I have really thick eyebrows, my eyebrows don't have like a natural shape.
Gotcha.
So I kind of just fill them in to shape them. But every single time they do my makeup, they always go over the eyebrows, just have the brush just all over my face. Yes, and then sometimes they mattify me a little too much to a point where I look
casket
embalmed Beasley. That's what I look like, Frankenstein. So me personally, like, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. Who goes my chance? Like, like what were you playing in this character? Half dead? No.
Okay, sure. But what about you? Have you had any like makeup horror stories?
I've had one particular on set where I had a lady, and I don't remember her name, so it's probably a good thing. But it was for a smaller commercial here in Houston. So when I showed up, very nice, bubbly, talkative lady, but when I opened my phone up after she finished and she told me that called the next person out to go in her chair, she saw my face. I'm an Aries, y'all. So Aries, I don't know about any of the signs, but it's written all over my face, just like that song. You don't have to say a word. And I know I gave sis wrong. She goes, immediately she said, I'm gonna fix it. Why did you let me out of your chair? What was the point and the purpose of this? Like, you trying to pull a fast one on me?
What did she mess up?
The whole face.
Oh, damn.
She had me looking like, who did it and what for?
Ooh, was the foundation the wrong color?
Yes. Like, I looked like I had a disease. And that doesn't take much from me. When I show up on set, I tell everybody all the time, thank God that he did not give me bad skin. You know, that I have a foundation to work with.
This face should be easy to work with.
Hello?
Very.
So if you don't know how to put makeup on my face, and I don't need much, I don't really know what you're doing here. You know, so she redid it. Now, did it look the greatest? No. Am I glad this commercial was not worldwide? Hell yeah.
Oh, it was that bad. Oh, damn.
I need that check. So I was gonna make that makeup work, but yeah, she did me in, and it really makes me side eye people when I show up on set, because the first thing that goes to my head is, do you know what you're doing? You know, I mean, because I'll get other feedback from other actors. I don't know if you do that. Like, they'll be like, the makeup lady ain't good, and I'll be like, oh, and then they'll be like, Tamika, you're next, and I'll be like, oh my god, like, how am I gonna play this off? So I'll do my phone, just be like, oh, I'm just getting back, you know, behind the scenes footage, you know, and then I'm starting to see the progress, and that I will.
You put a little filter on it.
No filter. I want her to see her work and all natural. Like, no, baby, you're not about to have me looking crazy up in here. Like, I did that for Spirit. I was like, let me go ahead, because you're doing a lot, and I don't like a lot. I know you have to have a lot for camera sometimes, but don't overdo it. At
all. You still got to make it look like skin.
Yes.
Like you just woke up like this. Like, I will say, like, speaking from a makeup artist, being a makeup artist, you can easily get intimidated. But at the same time, you have to be able to work with different skin tones.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, then you need to find, like, a different avenue to work in and not on set. Because you're going to always have different skin tones, different races, you name it. So you got to get ready.
They're looking for diversity, especially since 2020. I feel like it's been more of a gravitated thing. Like, they're looking for different. They're not looking for what was before
cookie cutter.
Yeah, like before I got into it, it's why I didn't, because I was not the cookie cutter girl. Like, I'm short, I have a big booty, I have big thighs, I have big arms for a girl. Like, y'all, look at this. Like,
ooh,
to have muscles like that. Like, I've had this my whole life, lifting weights or not. So it's like, they're not looking for that a lot of times. Like, you know, Michelle Obama was criticized for having her arms out, and I was like, well, baby, I'm Michelle Obama proud to have my arms muscly and beautiful and
Exhibit A.
Hello,
looking
like,
phenomenal.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you, like, this is what a natural body.
Exactly.
Natural, healthy, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the melanin. It's giving.
Yes, and the one thing about us, like, we all don't look the same.
Thank God.
And I'm glad that they're seeking out people with different looks.
Yes.
But they need to seek out people that can accommodate those.
The different looks.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you're getting the same old people that been in the game for a minute. And I really look at some of these people, I'm like, how are they still here? And why are you still here? And if you're going to be here, then you need to take some classes, because there's always classes and courses that can get you to where you need to be.
They don't feel like they need to.
No, they don't.
When you have so many years of experience, a lot of people, it's easy for people to stay stagnant, especially if you're getting rewarded for that stagnant behavior.
Yeah, and they have the equipment, so as far as they're concerned, just keep rolling this workout at me, you know? So it's like,
And I want to focus on, well, briefly, how black hair is both like strength and a hindrance. Because one thing about black people, like, look at us, for example, like, our hairstyles you wouldn't really see on somebody every single day. So that's also a strength, because people in the industry are looking for unique looks. And when it comes to us, we definitely have unique hairstyles. But when you get to that set, sometimes the stylist, like I said, can't accommodate different hairstyles and different hair textures. Now, we have been fortunate because we have shorter hair, but I always fear of, like, hopping on a set and you have to have a certain look and then they have you looking crazy. Like, I wonder if a lot of black people, especially like A-list celebrities, have had to face that issue.
right.
Like for the girls that wear like weave and wigs. Like, have you had a bad install? Like,
You know, it makes me think about that one movie, Nutty Professor, when, I don't know if you remember Jada Pinkett Smith, when she had that wig on, and it was like that, like how Nene said, like this, like that
on the bump edges,
it's like that bob that's like. And as a hairstylist, I was like, it just blows my mind that these big budget films, and they have us looking like clowns.
Yeah.
And they have the white people over here looking like Jennifer Aniston with this new edge cut.
And you know, I have a bone to pick with Tyler Perry, because you should know better. Like, you have.
He said that's not his field. That's not.
They're hair hats.
Well, yeah.
They're hair hats. Like, I always look back at Shamar Moore when he had
the braids. You know, I clown, but if Tyler called me right now, I'd be like, what time you need me, Tyler?
And I love you, Tyler Perry, but like,
what time you need me?
Like, come on.
And I will help you be the hairstylist on set. I will do 2 roles.
Multifaceted.
Yes, hello.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have them wigs.
Together.
And we'll be on set and I'll know all my lines. Okay? Tyler, call me.
And speaking of different bodies, have you ever felt body shamed on set?
You know, never body shamed, but I feel like that when you send the measurements to the, what do you call it, the stylist on set, and then you putting these clothes on, you're like, girl, whose titties are they supposed to go in? Like,
Yeah.
I literally have gotten an A raw from somebody on set. I'm a double D. Now, you got my measurements before. You have hit me up before. So I feel like that when they don't have clothes that are accommodating and you're the main talent, it almost like makes me like question like, well, are y'all trying to make me fit me into something else? Because like literally give me the bra and I'm like, I can tell you right now it's not gonna fit. And they're like, go try it on. I'm like, what is this, like a joke? Like,
yeah.
I feel like you really do need to cater to your talent. Like, don't make me feel like I'm just squeezed in. Like, oh, like the other person didn't work out, so you just kind of like put me in that place, you know? So I feel like for those reasons, it kind of makes you feel like they're looking for I didn't know that you had this. They said on your profile you were this, so I didn't know. So their clothes aren't as flattering as it should be on you, knowing that you were picked.
Yeah, exactly.
Handpicked. So
it hasn't happened to me before, but I've gotten comments about like my ass because I am a bigger like even on the Mattress Firm suit, like she said it in a nice way. She was like, "You got a booty on you, but you know what? We're gonna find a way to show off this booty that's going to work with the camera." And I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." But I haven't faced it like outward to my face. I will say this was before I got signed. I worked a fashion show, African Fashion Week. I walked in it for the very first time. I was a lot bigger. I mean, not a lot bigger, but I was like thicker than what I was. And they didn't say anything outright to my face, but they gave me like the big, least appealing outfit out of the bunch. And at that time, it made me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I walked the runway.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good experience, and it is what it is. But I know for a fact that a lot of people face body shaming within the industry. So.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. I feel like people think that you have to be like before skinny, a certain type, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, all the things, and that's just not the case. I mean, they're looking for disabilities. They're looking for people with gaps, freckles. All the things, you know. I mean, tattoos. Like, I get submissions, I don't know about you, that they're like, "Do you have any tattoos? And if so, can you show them?" Like, it's more of a thing now. Back then, they want you good, clean, and wholesome.
Yep.
So
clean skin. I mean, not saying people with tattoos don't have clean skin, but you know.
Yeah, because I have tattoos. I only have a few that you can actually see, like if they're in shorts or if I'm wearing sandals. Like, you will see my tattoos on my foot, but you don't see the other ones. I'm not gonna talk about them.
Ooh,
some drunken
dragon lady over here.
Doing too much. Got that tramp stamp there. I'm like, when they call it tramp stamp, I was like, it wasn't called that when I got that. That was like, you know, that was sexy back in that day. Like when your jeans just dip down just low enough, let them know.
I remember a lot of girls wanted it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now it's looked at as like trashy.
Yeah, which is like odd because I don't even remember that thing's back there.
You okay? Literally, it's all faded and everything.
No, mine still look good. I ain't gonna lie. I paid a little pretty penny for mine. So
ooh,
yeah.
Come on, try.
You know, my butterfly is still butterfly. They thought I was gonna turn to a bald eagle when I got pregnant, but baby, no.
Oh, the butterfly tattoo. How classic.
Listen, I'm a classic girl. Demure, very demure. Have you watched Sinners? Do you like it?
I watched it.
What was your thought?
I liked it. You know, I liked that it was original because we are severely lacking originality these days.
Yes.
I like the spiritual aspects of it. Especially the African ancestry aspect of it. It was a good movie. Now, was it just like, oh my God, orgasmic, amazing? Not in my opinion. Out of 10, I would give it about a 9.
Yeah.
Honestly, it wasn't a 10 out of 10 movie for me. It was a great movie though, but everybody was just like, "Oh my god, you have to see this! You have to see this!" Like, "Oh my god!" And I was kind of just, I liked it. I liked it a lot, but it wasn't just like it didn't give me that same feeling Black Panther gave me, if that makes sense. Because I cried in that movie.
But I think that's supposed to touch your heartstrings. You know,
Yeah.
Black Panther. I feel like this other movie is supposed to be more of a think piece. I feel. So I feel like there was a lot of underlying things that you didn't really know that. I didn't know everything, you know. So there are certain things that came out afterwards. I was like, oh my god, yes, that made that connection, and that was deeper than what my eyes were seeing, you know. So I feel like when we have creativity and originality in a film like that, for me, it does become a 10 out of 10 because we didn't have this avenue before.
Yeah.
To be able to make these type of blockbuster movies on this magnitude, coming from somebody who's Ryan is like in his 30s.
Yeah, I don't think he's that much older than
He's
me.
like
36,
he's
35?
super young. So it's very like, for me,
He's brilliant.
Right. And for me, it's like watching him interview, even with his stutter, I'm like, this dude is so smart.
You know, I have never heard him talk.
He has a stutter. He has a severe stutter, but it's like it doesn't hold him back. You know, I feel like that's another thing that also shows kids that have any disabilities or any, you know, dyslexia or anything, that they sometimes get in their head that I'm never going to be great enough.
You can fight through that shit.
Yeah, like there's so many people that do have dyslexia or autistic and Asperger. They're on a whole nother level of smart of creativity that comes to their mind that we don't think about, that they are able to tap into. And I feel like that he taps into a vision that a lot of people, like, they miss the mark with. Like, I've had people that say they did not like the movie at all. Like,
really?
Thumbs down, yeah. And
what color were these people? Really? Thumbs down? Was it because they were super religious, though?
You know, I couldn't tell you because I didn't ask. So I was just always, I think I was a little bit like, ooh,
because a lot of people that are super religious were like, "Oh, this film is demonic" and all that. I'm just like, can you just look at it?
I think religion really does play a part when it comes to a lot of people in our community. You know, plagues us. Like it keeps us from thinking outside the box.
It does.
And really having a thought for ourselves. It keeps you very caged and to believe that there's just in doctrine, you know, Bible, you need to follow everything, when that Bible's been written and rewritten and rewritten and rewritten. And I'm not saying that you can't trust anything in the Bible, but anything man has been able to disturb.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't follow the Bible like they think they do.
Hello.
So.
Hello. If you really know God is within you. So he gives you the tools that you are not tapped into yet, that you need to be able to operate through him.
And he gives you discernment.
Hello.
So discern what you consume.
Yeah, so you don't have to be in the four walls of the church. You don't have to have a pastor that's this close to you in order for you to feel like you're going to heaven. You don't have to do all the things that you think the churches have to tell you in order to make it to the gates.
Because everybody's relationship with God is different.
It's different.
Everybody. Now, speaking of the movie, I will say I didn't know what a quadroon was, which that's what the girl that was white but she wasn't white.
Oh yeah.
Like a quadroon, if you guys don't know, that's like a person that has like a drop of black in them, but they can pass as white. And back then, they would have to choose between either like living a great white life or chilling with the black folk.
No, there's no back in the day. People do that to this day. To this day. My mama's family, there's people in her family that they look like they could pass, so they pass. And listen,
it's not imitation of life, though, is it?
Or don't talk to your mama. Like, some of them, like, there's some members that go to California and they just live a whole different life now. Like, they don't want to be. And that, listen, if back in the day, I could understand the going through all the tumultuousness, but I can't imagine giving up who I know, who I am, true within myself.
Your roots.
Your roots. Like, yeah, like I'm proud to be black, man. Like, I'm so, I would come back black again and
Same.
again and again. Like,
Same.
I don't want to not have season in my sauce
At all.
Like,
and then also, I didn't know that they had Asian people in the South like that.
Either.
Like, I thought they were mainly like on the West Coast.
My education.
Yeah.
Being filled in on what that meant, what that looked like.
I was never taught that in school.
Oh, there's so many things we're not taught in school. Because if you educate on it, then you won't repeat the same cycles, right? If you get it, if you get it in the stick, and you be like, oh, that's what y'all doing.
Okay.
We're gonna make sure that y'all not gonna do that no more.
Because Texas and U.S. history was a bunch of bullshit.
Let me tell
honestly.
you something. We still learn about Christopher Columbus. I'm so sick of the lies, like that meme, the meme candy, the lies. Like that is what education is.
So, what would you rate the movie? I give it about a 9.
Yeah, I think I give it about a 9.5. Like,
Yeah.
I was very impressed. Like, I have had a hard time gravitating to movies that have came out. Like, I really want to go see this. So, when you have a film that you're like everybody's talking about, and it's a big deal, and you come out and you're like,
like it just went over like a wet fart. Like it's just like,
right. Like I don't know what movie before that you feel like you kind of walked out. It's like, you feel like you had that.
I can honestly say the last few movies that I did go see, I liked. Like, I forgot the names of them, but they were.
I was like, I hope you guys me that.
They were good movies. There was a movie with this girl. She was like an android, and she had to kill her owner, who she thought was her boyfriend. I forgot the name of that. The movie with Keke Palmer and SZA was cute.
You know, it was cute, but I'm gonna be honest with you. When I walked in there with high hopes for that one, and when I walked out, I was like, no.
It gave HBO Max.
It did. A little bit of Tubi.
No, Issa Rae.
I just got a submission. I mean, an audition.
Ooh, she got an audition.
For Club Crackers, y'all.
Ooh, I love those crackers.
Yes.
I gotta stop eating them
We
now.
bust them down over here, honey. Stop eating them. Are you crazy?
It's because I just keep eating and eating and eating and eating, and then bam, you're bloated. Like, I love crackers.
I
and
love bread.
Bread.
Bread is a nemesis.
I am Oprah.
Yeah.
I love bread.
Y'all, I made some fresh bread yesterday. It did not come out tasting good, so I'm gonna try it again. But my grandmother used to make bread. Anytime bread comes to the table and then people say, oh, no more bread. You're at the wrong table.
I love to feast on yeast.
They over here spread. My hands be spread like buttermilk.
I am the carb king, baby.
Yes,
Give
like
me bread, butter,
and butter.
Oh.
Yeah, that brown bread at Cheesecake Factory with some butter. Go hard. Like,
oh, the dark bread.
Yes.
What is it? Is that what it is? Dark
Yes.
wheat or something?
Negro bread. And then that's that Negro bread. You're like, no, don't bring me that white bread. Bring me the brown bread, baby. Don't come in with that.
We have been laughing this whole time, you guys. We need to get back on topic.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about confidence boosters, navigating the industry. Honestly, when I started out, I was not confident at all. Like, I just faked it, honestly.
Right.
And I faked my audition to get into the agency. I faked my audition.
Wait, do you feel like it's fake, or do you feel like because you feel like it's imposter syndrome that you were doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
It was imposter syndrome. It was... I've suffered from having low confidence for a very long time. And it's kind of like I faked it so much to a point where it became natural. And then on top of that, I was always working in the public. You know, I'm the retail ranger, so I'm always in front of people talking up and selling them stuff that they don't need. And that's just really how I just continue to build up my confidence. Because my confidence, honestly, has been tarnished ever since I was like, I want to say, the last time I was truly confident in my life was when I was 6 years old.
Really?
And then, yes.
No.
And then after that, it's just been pounded down and pounded down and
Was it
pounded
because
down.
of the public, or was it because of your household that you grew up in?
Both.
Both. Yeah. Well, I feel like families can be a blessing and a curse. Like,
Absolutely. And I love my family.
oh yeah, that doesn't take anything from it. It's just
Love
it's
them
generational curses that are just natural. Like when my family see you, they'll tell you how big you got, and you're like, I know this.
Same.
Do you not think I know this? Like, calling me roly poly is not gonna get the ball rolling over here. Like, now I'm pissed, and now I'm in my feelings, and now I'm over analyzing everything that I'm doing. And I just had twins. Why should I not have a little weight on me? Like,
Twins.
And people would say stuff, and I'd be like, Well, that's really hard because as a mom, you already are, you know, and as just being a person in general, you confidence is everything. And I feel like as your parents or as your loved ones are around, they really should speak life into the people that they love. I think that we have to change that narrative in our community because
Absolutely.
people are just. My dad told me my whole life I need a nose job, and his nose sits from here to here. So you know that's like a lot of inner hate for himself, though, right?
Self-hate, yeah.
Yeah, like you don't really love yourself if you're worried about the colorism and the nose being too big, because that's who we are. We're all different shades of black. We all different shades of our nose size. His nose is different from my nose, but at the same time they're beautiful. Like, and I feel like we have to embrace that. And we have to speak life into each other. And when you're around like-minded people, you're a lot. You know, you want to give that love because you know it's important.
It's crazy how generational curses are really older people's trauma being placed onto you, and then you placing that trauma onto somebody that comes from you or is younger than you.
Yeah.
And it's really up to you to catch that shit.
It is.
To catch that shit and stop that shit.
Yeah.
Because with me, I think I was the first person to like come out as gay in my family.
That's tough.
Yeah. I opened the door, so.
It's you, trailblazer. Trailblazer.
But I will say, I was made fun of for being gay at home and then at school. And then a few years later, I became overweight. I became a porky pal. And I got made fun of at home and in school.
You're thicker than a snicker.
Listen.
Don't nobody want to bone with a dog, honey.
But I can honestly say that, like, it wasn't until maybe the past year I really started to feel confident and really, I'm still on a confidence journey.
Yeah.
But really with me, I just faked it till I made it, honestly.
Yeah.
I've just been faking it and...
It's rewriting the script.
Yeah,
because
it's been working.
when you're in your head and you're telling yourself all the negative things, it's so easy to believe it. And then when you start telling yourself all the, I'm gonna have to feed myself these positive things. I'm gonna have to feed myself a different version of what I've been giving myself, so you can walk around with the confidence. Because a lot of times, even when you're in your own anxiety or in your head about stuff, there's somebody walk up to you and be like, "You look nice today," and you're like, "You know what?
It makes me cheer the fuck up.
Right, real quick." You have to tell yourself different, because no matter even the way I look now, it still takes that constant mental reevaluation and telling yourself all the positive about your things. Like, I look in the mirror every day and I'm like, girl, you got it. Like, you're not lacking in any area. So
mirror work is a real thing, baby.
It is.
Mirror work and affirmations. Y'all may think it's bullshit, because I used to think it was bullshit, but baby,
lies.
It works.
I have stuff written on mirrors, and I have mirrors everywhere in my home, just a reminder. And I remind my daughters all the time, like, you the baddest bitch at the school.
Say that.
Stunt on them hoes. I tell them that every day. Let them know. You the shit. Like, don't let nobody ever treat you like you second. You like, go out there and let people know, not only by being kind, but just letting them know, like, I'm not gonna dim my light for you, boo.
Let them know you're here to steal the show.
Hello. You either like it or you don't. Get in where you fit in, okay? Because I'm not about to cower down just because you are not built up. And there's a lot of people like that. They want you to dim your light because they're not sure of themselves. And I think that's where the generational thing comes from, because somebody's always told them about themselves, so it kept them humbled to a point where they were never going to bust out and do anything great or
substantial.
Yeah. And when you start doing that, and when you start feeling that confidence, it's like jealousy just rears its head. Like,
oh, you see it.
Oh yeah, and you're like,
especially from family. You see it,
baby. You can see it through the smiles. You can see it through the half compliments, or, oh, you doing that little commercial? Oh, you got that little job. Baby, don't worry about me.
Yeah, me and my siblings, like, I love them to pieces, but they had it bad. Oh. Especially the older one.
Yeah.
Baby.
Listen, I didn't cut the ones off mine that can't align with my thoughts. Like, I have two brothers I don't talk to, and it just is what it is. Like, everybody's family is different, y'all. Like, just because it's family does not mean that you have to be obligated to people. Know that. So when you are on your journey, whatever that journey looks like, if it's in acting or whatever, find your tribe, find your people. God will guide them to you. They don't have to be blood,
Literally.
y'all. They do not
Like,
have to be blood.
God literally guided her to me.
Absolutely.
Like,
insane.
We hit it off on set, and here we are today.
Hello. Like, you can't get rid of me now. So.
It's stuck to me like glue.
Yes.
So speaking of acting, what does acting mean to you?
A sense of freedom. Really. A sense of being
Same.
Tap into my creativity, because a lot of people think you're weird when you're doing your own thing, or you're kind of, I don't know, like going to beat your own drum. Like, people really want you to have a 9 to 5 and have the weekends off, where you're struggling to get sleep and trying to do all the things in those 48 hours, and we don't have that
Barely
type of
48 hours.
Hello. If that. So it's like I feel like it gives me that sense of like, I can express myself. I can be around other creatives and feel like I belong in a sense, you know?
And even like, it's very transformative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can, even like stepping into a different character outside of yourself, sometimes you end up taking pieces of that character, and it kind of like adds to your own personality, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of actors struggle with that. Like,
Yeah.
it creates personality disorder in some people if you can't really
Turn it off.
Yeah. But I will say it's very liberating, because you're stepping outside of your body for a little bit and stepping out of every single thing that you know, and you're becoming a whole nother person and walking in their shoes and really like living out their story. So I feel like it's very transformative.
I feel like you get to live in different lenses with different, you know, like you have an understanding of how different characters are in this world, and you see the characters in real life, right?
Yes.
And so you are able to kind of read the room.
I
feel
know
like,
some characters.
Baby. The crazy people don't know they're crazy. That's the thing.
I love crazy people now. I love delusional people.
But it's not. It's not. I'm talking about crazy. But I'm just talking about like, even, there's levels of crazy too. You know, where you have the Kanye crazy, and then you have, you know, you have like completely unhinged. Where you're like, how do you even deal with that? Because if I had a friend like that in the industry, I'd have to cut brother loose. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. My number. He called.
They
me
would have
like,
been cut off. The minute they started talking about kids, you cut the fuck off.
Yeah, when he started talking about his daughter, I was like, he's lost me. Like, I really wish his mom was still here, because I feel like that was his grounding, or, you know, he stayed grounded with her. And maybe I'm wrong, you know, but in my mind,
It wouldn't have gotten this bad.
I
if
feel
was
like she
still
would have been able to
around.
reel him in. And,
Because this was a new low.
yeah, the stuff he's saying about like Beyonce's kids and his kids, I just like,
That was my straw. Personally, I was like,
So what is the reason? These people ain't, as far as I know, don't
attention.
Yeah, like you're seeking what?
He is literally that kid that's crying on the grocery store floor.
But that's bad behavior. Like when he had all that Adidas and all this money and all these deals, and then all of a sudden you start realizing, oh, like that podcaster. Remember I sent you that thing about a podcaster. Now he's losing all kind of deals. Like,
Oh,
I
he
sent you-
is?
I sent you
Aiden
the thing.
Ross, that's his
yes.
name.
So now he's lost
Fuck
the but
him.
hello.
Fuck Aiden
Can I
Ross.
piggyback that comment? Wholeheartedly. Because at the end of the day, like, you're not going to talk about the Little
Somebody.
Mermaid.
Okay.
Sit your ass down.
Somebody that is our princess.
Hello? Like, you sitting in that little raggedy taggedy room with them raggedy taggedy
Raggedy taggedy, right? I love that.
curtains that look like sheets. Look like you should, child. You know what? Zip it your lippy, because now you realize that you're gonna lose your money. Some of my expectations, I think, I would have never known about the pay, like how long
When
you
being
have
an
to
actor?
wait to get your paycheck. Like for me, I definitely, you know, you see it and they make it look so good. Like, so sometimes you'll hear about the after, they'll say, oh yeah, I only got paid this much money to do like Friday. You know, they only paid me this much money and I never got anything else, but it was the opportunity. And so when you hear about something, you're like, I had no clue. Like, you think once you're in a movie, the money's rolling in, or once you hit that, and it doesn't always happen that way. And I feel like I'm finding that just by doing commercials, that you can have residuals that can come in. You could have, you know, your checks coming in, but like you said, you might not get paid 30 days, 60 days.
I have not gotten used to the way we are paid in the industry at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say it's a problem for me, because the checks are good when they come, but it's just like,
When they
when
come.
are they going to come?
Hello, because they taking snail mail. Like I feel like they taking the scenic route to get to my house.
Oh, it's ridiculous, and I feel like I'm harassing my agent. Like, hey, is there a check there for me?
Listen, everybody do that. I have people on set that will connect, and everything. They'll be like, "Have you gotten your check yet?" I'll be like, "Baby."
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it's like we're all anticipating money that's owed to us. So it's like, it's crazy that we're just like, I feel like we're just sitting there like, can we get it? No, not now. Oh,
yeah.
How about yet? And you feel bad. Like I feel bad hitting up Jasmine, but I feel bad hitting up Gloria. But baby, I know they want to get paid too. So
yeah,
like let's all get on the same.
Because I didn't
page.
realize they made like commission each and every person they book. I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
Like Gloria told me that. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because I ended up submitting for the same job underneath the both of them. And they're like,
oh yeah, baby, you got to keep Gloria hit Baby, Gloria will say something.
I was like, oh,
Jasmine
shit.
never does, but Gloria.
Gloria got in that ass that day. I was like, oh shit.
She's got my ass many a days.
Oh really?
Because there's sometimes Gloria will send stuff days later.
Yes, that's what happened.
It's a delay on
or
her
it was
end.
like an hour later.
And then it's sometimes it's sent different format email, so it doesn't look like the same job. So that's where the hiccup comes in, ladies. I feel like we're not thoroughly going back and forth to each email going, let me compare every little line and make sure that this is the same job.
I can accept.
Yeah, we're so
accept.
eager to like work. We're like, accept it, and then Gloria be like, you already should have been a
She'd be like, listen here, bitch.
And I'll be back here like,
don't play with motherfucking money.
Big Mama said.
Gloria and Jasmine, I love you.
With all our hearts.
All right, so she told me about this Netflix show, Forever. It's made by Mara Brock Akil. I've seen the posters, but I haven't.
The posters. Still shots.
But I haven't seen the show. I know it's a romantic show, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of puts me in the mind of Grownish a little bit. Like, just like the character age, maybe, like maybe not the setting so much, but it's in California. So I feel like, it's a LA, love story. Like,
Grownish mixed with Insecure?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very much so, sometimes it takes the first 3 episodes, from to get into something like, okay, well, I see where they're going with this. But I feel like even the first episode, I'm very intrigued. Like, I put my phone down, which that's a very big thing. Like, okay, well, let me just really tune in and
I'd
really
be playing
take
on
it.
my phone.
Yeah, I know,
most of
me
these shows.
missing everything. You have to rewind back and then, hit play. But no, it's the first episode has me already attracted, and I'm in there. Like,
with me and Netflix, like I almost had to divorce Netflix because I don't know. I just haven't really been feeling Netflix lately. I don't know why. I think it was the price hike. I think that's what it is. And I was kind of like fuck you, bitch. Like I'm not about to keep supporting this. And I ended up getting on my.
But have you turned up to another language?
But I just felt kind of like betrayed by Netflix. And then the last thing I watched on Netflix was the last season of Emily in Paris. And I feel like that show is devolving into bullshit, honestly. So I'm kind of just like, No, actually, the last thing I saw on Netflix was, what is her name? Jennifer's Body. What is her name, the white girl?
Jennifer who?
Megan Fox. Megan Fox was playing like a sex bot, like a sex robot. That was the last thing I saw on Netflix.
I didn't see that.
And it was actually surprisingly good,
Oh, okay. Because when you said it, I was like, I'm not tuning in.
it was kind of like a Black Mirror-esque type of movie.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give it a look. I'm all for. There's like a lack of black content these days that's not Tyler Perry. And I feel like it's to my duty to support anything that's black and not Tyler Perry.
I'll support Tyler too. I'm willing to work.
Beauty in Black was a time. I will give you that, Tyler.
Listen, Tyler, call me.
I always had a fantasy of dating Tyler Perry.
Really?
I always felt like, you know what? Maybe that can happen.
Tyler.
He would probably try to fight me though, because I wouldn't be like, so why did you write this the way that you did?
Oh, you'll be all up in business.
I'll be all up in the grill.
Yeah. Tell him why he dating nobody right now. He like he be so. You think he
dating? He doing something.
He knows something. He ain't telling me.
And that brings me to the T segment of today.
Yes.
So the T segment of today, I will say that AMC is actually slashing their ticket prices in half on Wednesdays.
Yes.
Now, this isn't fully new to the movie industry because Cinemark does this on Tuesdays. That's actually when I saw that Keke Palmer and SZA movie.
On discount. Oh, honey, I go in the midday, that early price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even the matinee booking.
The matinee, okay. But I think this speaks to a deeper issue. Like, I forgot where I saw this article, but they said that we are in the worst pop culture era in all of history. And they're saying the 2020s is a lot of reboots, a lot of remakes, there's not a lot of original content. The fashion is horrible and stagnant. What else? Like, the music ain't hitting like it used to. If it does, a lot of it is like relying on samples from the 2000s and the 90s, even now the 2010s.
Remixing it.
Yes, and I honestly, when I read that article, I was like, I don't disagree with this. Because outside of Sinners, the movies ain't really moving like they used to. And I feel like that's the reason why they had to slash the ticket prices in half, because especially after COVID, a lot of people aren't going to the movies like that. They're like, oh, I'll just watch this on streaming. Oh, I'll just watch it on HBO Max.
Well, there's options, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that opened up a lot more platforms like Tubi and, you know, Zeus Network and all these networks that before that probably wouldn't have ever gotten a second look, you know. I feel like that has opened them up to like a lane of, oh, don't you like this, you know, low budget film?
Yeah.
Or, oh, don't you like the people fighting all day long and over nothing? Like, I know for me at my grown age, I don't want to see that. So I feel like it does make people have to reach back and they're like, well, how can I make the nostalgia part of it, you know? And you'll be listening to the song, you be like, oh, Janet Jackson, you realize it's a rapper that has taken the whole beat, you know?
Yeah.
So, and it's like, well, I mean, same time, the classic is going to be the classic. Like, let's just call it what it is. But people, it's hard for them to have their own originality when they, just like when they have their own idea of what they want to wear for themselves. You can meet somebody and you can tell when they have a clue about who they are when it comes to their style, and you can tell somebody who's just lost in the sauce. So I feel like that's what it is with this whole industry. It's like some of these young YNs, as they call them, they YNs. Yes, they come in, they pop up in the industry, and it's like they're looking for that quick. Everything is like, you know, because you have to literally be relevant, doing something relevant to stay relevant, right? So they're looking for a connection to.
It's like we don't feed originality anymore. Like, we don't give them their props. Like
Andre 3000, Big Boy.
Yeah, like it's like everybody's trying to ride the wave of what is trendy. Yeah, of what's trendy. And then on top of that, I feel like there's content fatigue as well. I feel like, for example, with these shows, I feel like we have a lot of stuff to watch to a point where we end up not watching any of it because there's just too many options, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like that, you know, there is a lot of options. I feel like everybody has different tastes. There's so many different eclectic tastes. It's tapping into your own, but it's what's going to feed the market and what's going to have longevity too. Like being able to renew for seasons. Like some things will be like, oh, that was a good show, and they get one season, you know. But then you have something that you know you might never tune into, and they on season 12 and 13 and 14, and you're like, please stop. Like Grey's Anatomy, I was like, I love this show.
I was just about to say that. Oh my god!
When they got to so many seasons, I was like, I don't even know these people no more.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Way too fucking much. Yeah. I like that we are starting to get back to originality and creativity. But I feel like there's like a tug of war going on because it's like a lot of people don't want to fund creativity and originality, but at the same time, it's like they're gonna focus on what's safe, which is stuff that worked in the past, like our past classics. But if we keep feeding into those past classics, it's gonna get to a point where where's the new classics?
Or do you think that there's people that have the money control the narrative? So they get to see, they get to feed what
They
you,
do.
They get to feed what you see, right? You know, and how you see it. Because when the networks, when they write the checks, and no matter how good looks when the people who are doing it on the ground, if they say no, it's a no.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that is the biggest thing that people don't know that are not in the industry, that the people who are writing the checks have
All the power.
and all the say so. So if they don't want something to be successful, then
It's gonna be chopped.
it's going to be chopped.
Like shows can be amazing, filled with amazing content, but at the bottom line, what matters is their bottom line. And if they don't see enough green, that amazing content's not gonna mean a damn thing.
Hello.
No.
I give a reference to like Friends. I know we're trying to wrap it up, but like Matthew on Friends, he had a drug problem. He had an alcohol problem, but they came to work every day. They shuttled him to rehabs. They paid all kind of money for him to, you know, just to be on set, and they put up with a lot. And if you are Black creative, I feel like you don't get that type of leeway. You don't get to mess up.
Mm-mm.
You have to be A1 perfect on top, and still don't.
You gotta be buttoned the fuck up, honestly.
Yeah, and still won't have the opportunities that some of our counterparts have that are not Black, you know, are not minority. They get to slip up and be normal or human, and you know, everybody has an addiction to something. I don't care if it's food, alcohol, weed, you name it.
Clout,
the hell of a drug. Oh my God. But I feel like, you know, there's something for everybody. It's a vice.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we just don't get that chance to have that room
that
for
leeway.
error. Yeah, that room for error.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't.
Especially with the fact that, like, even bringing it back to Mara Brock Akil, she said straight up that she has the script ready for a Girlfriends movie. Since we're relying on nostalgia,
Yeah.
that would be an instant cash cow in my mind. But since there's no room for like funding a lot of black projects, and there's no room for like leeway for Black creatives, it's kind of just like it's dead in the water. I mean, she got another audition.
That's somebody was at the door. That was a package, y'all.
Come on.
Well, we love a package.
But overall, I'm kind of worried about where the industry's headed, like overall, because I feel like a lot of things just aren't original and creative anymore. Even though we have that creative content, I feel like a lot of it is either not supported or not properly funded.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have to kind of get out here and do our own footwork, as well as, you know, be a part of an agency that is going to push you. So,
Like this podcast, for example.
We're putting our stuff out there, y'all. We're talking about all the things, everything relevant, and we're trying to bring you in so you can understand the industry a little bit better. So, I hope that we're, you know, giving y'all all what y'all need and a little bit more.
Oh yes, we will. We love feedback.
Yes, please give it to us. Be kind.
Well, that brings us to the end of our show. Tamika, where can they follow you?
Tamika_production.
And I am Prince_Beasley on IG.
Yes.
Alrighty, so we'll see you guys in the next episode.